Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie and someone gifted me an old broken jeans. I really like the color and I was thinking what I was going to do with this. And then I decided to turn it into a long denim jean skirt, as those are quite trendy again. If you want to do this too, you need to make sure that the jeans perfectly fit you or is a little bit too big for you. With the too small jeans, this will be very hard to do. I started by cutting the inseam of the jeans completely open so you can turn it into a skirt. This can be a little bit hard on your hands as jeans can be quite thick. Then I cut this little part under the zipper open and this creates some kind of a triangle. Now what I see most people do, and I don't want to throw any shade on those people of course, is that they fold it to the side and then they visibly sew it. So you can still see the triangle, but I always found that a little weird. So I found another way to do it. So what I did was cut a little bit farther and loosen the fabric until right under the zipper. Then I turned this jeans around and I pinned the skirt close, but I started pinning under the zipper. So you have to sew your first stitches under this zipper. If you're scared of sewing with jeans because it easily breaks needles, I would advise you to use a jeans needle or even a leather needle because those are made a little bit thicker and to sew slowly. To make this process easier for myself, I first sewed the line that I sewed under the zipper into the end of this triangle, and now I'm going to turn this into a straight line. I first marked where I wanted my split to be as I'm working at the front right now, and I chose to put it at 50 centimeter or 22.6 inches for the lovely people watching this who live at the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Once I made this mark, I started pinning the jeans into a straight line. This little triangle that you still see now will be cut off at the end, so you just have to pin it down into a straight line. This way you can turn this into a good looking skirt. Then I sewed this with a simple straight stitch and this finishes the front. Now you have the front, so it's time to make the back. For the back, I'm going to cut it open all the way because this is a little bit too big for me, so I have to make it a little smaller. I also took off the belt loop on the back and I'm going to set this to the jeans when I'm done. Then I put the jeans around me and I marked the space that I was going to close it. This way I managed to make the jeans 5 to 10 centimeters, that's around 4 inches smaller. So I pinned the jeans back up on my marking and then I did the same thing as I did with the front. I first sewn into the triangle, then I pinned it until I had a straight line. I sewn along the straight line and this time I did it into the ends of the jeans legs. Sewing the thicker part of the top of the jeans, my jeans needle actually broke and this time I changed it with a leather needle and the leather needle survived. So hot tip, sew jeans with a leather needle. Then I trimmed off the bottom hem of my skirts, just because I really like skirts that have this unraveling effect and I will create this in the washing machine. Next I turned it around and I cut off the excess fabric. So I cut off the weird triangle things at the back and all the excess fabric that I didn't need. Then I reattached the belt loop that I cut off somewhere in half of this process. I did this by hand and it actually took me quite a while, but it was secure back on the skirt and it made me happy. Then I put the skirt in a washing machine and this not only cleaned the skirt but also created the ruffling effect that I wanted at the bottom. The threads were a little bit too long for me, so I cut them off, but this is something that will improve the more I wear and wash this. As a last step, I decided to choose comfort before fashion, and I also opened up the back a little bit. I opened it up around 10 to 20 centimeters or something like, I don't know, 4 to 8 inches. And I did this because it makes it more comfortable to walk. So I opened this up and then I reattached the stitch, and I also sewed down the edges so it would have a nice finish. And this is the end of my sewing tutorial. Here is the skirt that we created. I love this. It sits super comfortable. It's also stretchy fabric, by the way. I would advise you when you do this to do it with a stretchy pants. And what I love the most about this is how easy it is to combine. You can make a lot of outfits with this because it's just as easy to combine as a pants, but I'm not really a pants girl, I'm more of a skirt girl, so for me this is perfect. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, hopefully. Bye!